welcome to Nina's Nuts Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel, it's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fantastic yarning community. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of your Friday with me for Granny Squares Abound. We have a lot of granny squares again today, you guys. This is so exciting. The outpouring from this community for this blanket drive has been amazing. I'm privileged to be just a small little part of it, and so happy that a lot of you have decided to join in. Okay, story time. If you've heard this before, go ahead and go through. Inevitably, somebody's going to ask me, why are you collecting all those granny squares and what is Boggy Creek? So, short little synopsis here. The Boggy Creek blanket drive started last year with Nancy. She's got yarn too, and her mom. Her mom belongs to a women's club here in Central Florida, and their service project is to collect blankets, handmade blankets, and donate them to Camp Boggy Creek. Nancy was making blankets for her mom. Excuse me. Asked Lynette at Charmed Grammy Crochet if Lynette would be willing to make a blanket or two. And Lynette's like, we've got these big platforms. Why don't we open this up? Billy will know how to do it. Now, Billy is our crafty Floridian, and she's like, sure, I'll help you. So the three of them put their heads together, and they came up with the Boggy Blanket Drive. Camp Boggy Creek is a camp in Eustis, Florida, that caters to children with chronic and often life-threatening illnesses. They service 16 different diagnoses. Think things that are like cystic fibrosis or sickle cell anemia or epilepsy. These kids have to be monitored pretty much 24/7. They have to have special medication. Some require special equipment, which makes it impossible for them to attend a quote unquote regular summer camp. So this camp, which was founded by Paul Newman and Norman Schwarzkopf, among others, said, we could put together something for these kids. So they have doctors and nurses on staff. They have amazing volunteers that come and spend their time with the kids. The staff at Boggy Creek are above reports. They're amazing. I have a couple of videos listed in my description box. Go check them out. You will be amazed. It's a really amazing place, and our small community has been coming together to give these blankets to the kids. I thought, shipping is so expensive, and if somebody wants to be a part of this blanket drive without incurring the $20 to $30 cost to send a blanket, send me a couple of granny squares. I'll sew them into a blanket, and you'll be part of the Boggy Creek blanket drive. Well, then Laura at Mimi's Crochet and Farming said, hey, I'll do you one better. If you do 17 squares and say, I've accepted Laura's Double Duck Dare Challenge, quack, quack, she'll do a few more. So we have a lot of granny squares have come in, and I am working my fingers to the bone to get all of these blankets put together. I'm enjoying every minute of it. I'm loving putting these blankets together. I'm loving taking all of your little teeny tiny creations and turning them into something that's big and beautiful. So I will show you the 2 blankets that I have done so far this week. I intend to get one more done. I'll start it today. I'll finish it tomorrow, and I'll show it to you next week. But so the first blanket that I finished this week is just a blue one with just different shades of blue, and it's just a pretty basic border. you know, you got to remember the camp is for kids between the ages of 7 and 17 or 6 and 17. So I thought maybe, you know, something a little more grown up for some of the older kids, right? And then the other one I did, and you're all gonna love this one. Shannon at Another Yarn, she gave us all those little dinosaurs. Look at this one, you guys. Didn't this turn out adorable? And look, the sack monkeys are on the back. So this one is so totally reversible. We have these adorable dinosaurs and the bright orange and the orangey reds. So this is the second blanket I did this week, and this one was so much fun. Shannon, everybody loves your dinosaurs with the monkey face on the back. They're just absolutely precious and darling, and some lucky kid is going to get to take this really soft, lovely blanket home with them. So you guys want to get ready to see what we had come in this week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bags that all came in the mail. And then Wednesday, I had the opportunity to meet up with a subscriber that lives here around me, and she gave me this bag full of granny squares. Check out that. Quack, quack. So I'm going to leave these in, but you can see she did a really fabulous job with these. I'll set that there so I don't lose them. And here is her note with this adorable gaggle of geese and ducks, and it says, she's accepted Laura's Double Duck Dare Challenge. Cheryl, your handwriting is amazing. Here are 2 sets of 17 squares. Thank you for taking the time to put these squares into blankets. So week 2 can participate in the Camp Boggy Creek blanket drive. Cheryl in Silver Springs, which is right here near me. So that is number 1. Number 2 came from Diane in Ainger, North Carolina. And it says, hi Lynanne, thank you for volunteering to assemble the squares. 11 squares. She also has shipped 3 blankets. So her squares, oh, isn't that darling? Look at that one. A couple just plain ones. Oh, this one's really pretty. That's almost 3D effect. That's really sweet. Look at these. Here's another heart. Wow, look at that. It's like popping right off there. That's, see how it pops off there? That's really cool. And a paw print. And another heart. And another heart. And another heart. Those are very sweet, very darling. Thank you so much, Diane. These are amazing. Thank you so, so much. Next comes from Annette in Columbia, South Carolina. And her note says, Lynanne, Laura Double Duck dared me, quack, quack, Annette. And we have some really pretty purple, different shades of purple, some purple variegated, some more of the purples. These are really, really nicely done. Thank you so, so much, Annette. These are great. And, I forgot to bring a basket. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Hold 1 minute, please. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot to bring over something to put these all in so they don't get just thrown on the floor. So let's get back to it. This one came from Michelle in Florissant, Missouri. And she sent a bunch of really pretty. She sent a duck. Look how cute this is. Okay, we have another duck. I'm gonna sit right there for now. And here's her card. Isn't that nice? And on the back, it says, "You're the greatest and have a good day." Lynanne, thank you for putting these together for the kids. Backstory on these squares. My friend's mother passed and was a fellow crocheter and knitter, but my friend never wanted to learn, so when she passed, my friend gifted me her stash and all the supplies. In one of the bins, I found this box of squares, mostly done, some not, with no end put in, so I finished them. She would be proud to be included in this project. What a sweet story. The duck is because is for a memory for all the project that I'm doing. Thank you, Michelle. P.S. She was double ducked there by Laura. And thank you so much for this lovely card. And what a sweet thing that you did and put these together so that they are going to continue on and they will be sewn into a blanket for these kids. And it will be just, you know, in lasting memory of your friend's mother. What a sweet, sweet sentiment. I love that color. These are so pretty. Oh, I love them. All these beautiful, ooh, look at that one. So, so pretty. The purples and the grays. These are going to make a beautiful, beautiful blanket. So thank you so much, Michelle, for saving the squares and sending them on. I will make them into a really beautiful blanket in honor of your friend's mother. So next, this is from Donna in Harleyville, Pennsylvania. Her card. Oh, it's a sweet card. This is one of those times when saying thank you doesn't seem like enough. Yeah, sure it is. So she said thank you about 20 times. How's that? Lynanne, bless your heart for taking on this enormous task. Thank you for sewing all these squares you received for the kids. Yes, I was double ducked there. Quack, quack. I made a few extra in the event. Laura is overwhelmed. Donna G. So Laura, Donna did your extras. So you're excused from those. Donna has your back. And we have a bunch. Did I get them all? Got them all. Ooh, this one's sparkly. Can't really see the sparkle. Some gray and some taupe, some whites. These are so pretty. I love the circle to the square. Those are great. We have some more. These are so cool to have. That one's beautiful. And a purple one. So thank you so, so much. And Laura thanks you for saving her for the extras. This one is from our friend Joanne in Canada, Nova Scotia. Hi, Joanne. Her card is in the bag. No, I'm really not a rock star, but thank you for thinking that. She said she was late sending. They got here in plenty of time, Joanne. These are for Lala's challenge. Quack, quack. Thanks for being a trooper and putting these squares together. Take care, Joanne. She's one of the Zoom sisters. So, Joanne, they got here in time. Yay. And she did some solid color. These white ones are really nice. Just some plain solid colors, some red and some green and white and blue. And these are fabulous. Thanks, Joanne. Got here in no time at all. And Laura has accepted your challenge. Oops, I dropped one. This one even says quack quack on the bag. And this is from Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Or otherwise known as Puddin'. She did not put it, but she said right on the bag, Double Duck Dare 17, quack quack. So we have, and these are really nice. I love the white ones. They are so pretty, and the variegated. These are great, Elaine. Thank you so much for sending them. Some pink and blue and yellows and aqua and some variegated. So I love the solid granny. They, I just think they're unique and different, and I love them. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate you sending them. Next comes from Kelly in Exton, Pennsylvania. And I don't. There is no note, but she sent a bunch of, that one's pretty, blue. Look at that one, isn't that nice? So those were all sent. This one is from Zulma, St. Cloud, Florida. She sent a card. And it's, oh, this is a beautiful card. Thanks a bunch. And her card says, Double Duck Dare Quack Quack, with a drawing of a duck. Come on now, people. You are so talented. I'm sending you this bunch of granny squares. I know you will make a beautiful blanket for those beautiful camp children. With lots of love and thanks. Best of health to all. So, thank you so much for that. And these are some really nice, thick, oh, she's tied them all together. Okay. A bundle of squares. We've got some solid colors. We've got some, the pink and the purple and the pink, and then some solid purple. Beautiful. I love that they're tied together. She also sent a couple loose ones with some white and some pink. So there you go. Those are those. Oh, right. Hair in my mouth. Hang on a second. There we go. Ah, okay. This one is from Abigail in Little Falls, Minnesota. Her note says, quack quack times 2. Beautiful card. I think I have it upside down. There we go. And it says, enclosed are my squares for Boggy Creek. Also Double Duck Dare for Mad Mimi times 2. Quack quack. Thanks for sewing them together, Abigail. And I'm not going to take these out of the bag because it's just easier to store this way. But you can see she made a bunch of, look at the pretty colors in here. Look at that. And this yellow up in here. These are going to be a great addition to one of the blankets very soon. So thank you very much, Abigail. I appreciate it. thank you for the big storage bag. It makes them easier to store here in my yarn room that has now become overrun with granny squares. I had it all clean and now it's just not clean anymore. Anyway, this big box came from Evelyn in La Quinta, California. And her note says, thank you so much for all the hard work you're doing. I'm not a YouTuber, but I am a subscriber and I wanted to contribute a little bit to the beautiful cause. There are 50 granny squares. I hope this helps in some way, from Evelyn. Evelyn, you know, was it 50 or 5? They all help. And those are so pretty. She did a beautiful job on these. I love that. Doesn't that one just say spring all over it? Here's some pretty in the aqua. And here's some red, white, and blue ones. Evelyn, these are fabulous. They will make a great addition to any blanket. Thank you so much for taking the time to send them. Oh, wait, I dropped a package of yellows and whites. Oh, how pretty. Okay, this one is from Karen in Jackson, Mississippi. Here's her note. Lynanne, here's my 17 squares, except the double deck challenge from Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet. All Hirschner's worsted yarn. A while back, you mentioned that you needed some more orange, so I put some in. Sincerely, Karen. Huh. Karen, she left a little personal note. And Karen, I wish I could tell you what was said because I didn't get any notification. So I don't know exactly what you're talking about. And this was not necessary. I'm going to donate that to Boggy Creek directly, okay? Because that's not necessary. But here are some beautiful squares. Look at that one. Just amazing. Look at this. I love these specialty ones. I think they're so beautiful. Here's some more orange. That is a bright orange. Look at that. That's so nice. And the flowery ones. These are beautiful. Great job. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I appreciate all of these. They are absolutely darling. So thank you so much. This one comes from Nancy in Lancaster, California. And it says, thanks for putting these squares together. This is for Mad Mimi's Double Duck Dare, Quack Quack Nancy. And she has them stacked so nice and neatly in here. Aren't these darling? Sweet, just the pastel colors. Just different yellows, and there's some blue and light blue, some green. These are very sweet. Thank you so much. I'll just kind of live in this box for now because that's a perfect box for storage. This one comes from Karen in Springfield, Ohio. And she sent a note. And it says, Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, Double Duck Dare Me, crochet 17 squares. So here are my 17 squares. And oh yeah, quack quack. I tried my best to create the 5x5. Just over 5. You know, that's why I used a 5-inch square, because ish works. I I would never throw them away. And Karen, thank you so much for taking the time to put these together. We'll get them in a blanket. You know, don't worry about it. If they're a little bit under or a little bit over, I can work with. It's just if they're way too short or they're way too small or way too big, then I have an issue. But when they're just, you know, ish, we'll make them work. So thank you. Oh, look at this one, you guys, with the circle. Loving this one. Yeah, we'll make them work somehow. So thank you so much for taking the time, Karen, to send these. I appreciate it, and they'll make a great addition. This one comes from Mary Jane in Gainesville, Georgia. Now, Mary Jane sent me an email. She forgot to put her note in here, but she wanted me to remind you that she did do the Quack Quack Double Duck Dare. So here are her squares for the Double Duck Dare Challenge. And these are all really nice squares. I want to leave them in here because they're all stacked nice and neat. But you can see they're all different. Look at this one. So nice. The peaks and the taupes. The royal blue. Really nice job. Really done well. Thank you so much. These are really, really gorgeous, and I appreciate them a lot. This is from Elaine in Roseville, California. Her note, oh, it's on a beautiful card, and it says, read first, announcement, this is the elephant stationery I use here, Elaine. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, it says, inventory, Boggy Creek project, 40 grannies, variegated yarns, all scraps of all ages, Zacron, Orlan, Super Saver, etc. 8 C2C from the same yarns, 40 or so bricks, again from various yarns and solids. I lost count. The difference in size is mainly due to the yarns. All squares were within the same J-hook, while the bricks are older, probably with an I. Hopefully they are useful for you in the Boggy Creek progress. Thank you for your gracious. Elaine in Roseville, California. Elaine, thank you so much. And this is a really pretty card. And I think this is what she means by bricks. These are kind of cool. Yeah, I'll figure out a way to use these. I'll figure something out. She sent a bunch of those. And then we've got a bunch of squares in here. So, we'll figure out something to do with these bricks, because that's a unique shape. That's very interesting. I've never seen that before. That's really cool. Okay. This one is from Susan in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Okay. I don't know why. Okay, so this bag is toast. Okay, here's the note. It says, hello, Lynanne. I hope and pray you are well. I have Laura's Double Duck dared me to make these. Quack, 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 quack. Laura, here are 17 squares, plus I get to do crocheting. I love a good dare. She said she would take up your knitting dare, but she hasn't learned how to knit yet. I'll be sending a blanket for Boggy soon. Thank you all. Blessings. Love your channel. Susan in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And she's made this one's got some puff stitches in it. She's made some really pretty ones, really soft. Oh, that one's a nice one. These are really nicely done. So bunch of these. So we've got a bunch of pretty squares to put together, and one last one in there. So thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate it. And last but not least is this big box down here on the floor. Wait a minute. I think I'm missing a box. I think it fell that way. Oh, excuse me. We have 2 more boxes. I knew there was one more because I remember this box. This box comes from, it just says Moss in Bettendorf, Iowa. So here is her card. Oh, it's a beautiful card that says thank you. And it says, enclosed are 17 squares, quack quack for Laura's challenge. It's some Happy Mail rainbow yarn. I was at Joann's, and between the Lion Brand sale and my coupons, it was cheap. So I love the rainbow blanket you did. Thanks again for putting the squares together. Most of these are scraps from the bigger blankets I will be sending to Nancy. Thank you again, Lindsay. I think that's a great idea. Just thank you very much. She sent me some of this Big Twist living yarn that I used. It is gorgeous yarn. Thank you. I will put this to use because I'm going to do another one of those rainbow blankets, because those, I think that one turned out really cute. I really loved it. So thank you for that. That helps a lot. And in here are her 17 squares. And ooh, we've got some sparkles, and you can't see it on the camera, but we've got some pretty squares. And super soft, pretty variegated, some more sparkle, some aquas, and these are really fantastic. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the yarn. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate the thought. Now for the big box. And this one comes from Gail in Colesdale, Pennsylvania. And it says, I was double duck dared by Mimi's Crochet and Farming. There are 9 sets of 17 granny squares. Quack, quack, Gail. And I'm going to leave these in the box because these are just, but you get it. There's a lot of colors in here. We got some bright pink and some neon yellow and some white and purple. It's even a Christmassy color one. So these are all tucked in here nice and neat. She's got them tied together in sets. So those will get put to use. So thank you so much, Gail. I totally appreciate you spending the time to send those to me. So guys, I am going to be using some elves. I'm going to have some friends help me put these together. I can manage, I thought I could do better. I'm managing between 2 and 3 blankets a week. You know, with everything else that's going on around here, I don't have as much time as I thought I would to be putting these together. And so I am falling a little bit behind of my goal. So I am going to send some of these squares to some of my Florida peeps to help get these put together, because in the long run, it's all about getting the blankets for the kids. I'm not going to mail them out to anybody because I just don't want to incur the extra cost. And, you know, that was part of why I was doing this, is so that it wouldn't cost a whole lot. That, you know, because shipping is stupid expensive. So I'm going to stick for now with people I can drive them to, you know, here in Florida. So once I figure out who's going to have, I think Billy's going to take a box. Bree from Breezy's Crafty Creations is going to take a box. So for now, those are my two elves, and we'll go from there as far as, you know, who else is going to be able to help. I'm going to keep working on these until the day before we take them to Boggy Creek. I am going to put together a slideshow at the end of all this of all of the blankets I made. I'm also going to go at least one, maybe two times on the live with Nancy, Lynette, and Billy and show some blankets so that they can get added into the count. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna keep working away at it. I'm loving this, you guys. To see all the things that you've created, these little teeny tiny little works of art that I can put into a bigger piece that's gonna go give a child some comfort, is just, it's so rewarding. And so I'm really loving the process. So thank you all. I appreciate every single one of these squares. I know that they have all been stitched with love and intention, and I'm glad that I can be, you know, kind of the conduit to put it all together so that we can get them to Nancy for their big drive. Keep in mind, I did move the deadline, so you've got a, you know, couple more weeks to get me your squares. I'm sure there'll be some stragglers, and that's fine, but you know, I really have a lot of squares. So if I don't get them all done for this year's drive, if I'm still having some squares, that's all right. I'll keep working on them through the year, and we'll have that far of a head start for next year. Yes, there will be a next year. Yes, there will be a Granny Square drive for next year, but I'm going to make some changes to it. So stay tuned for the details on that for next year. But for now, I'm going to just keep going on what I've got because they are turning out so fun. So with that, you guys, I'm going to let you go. This one didn't take as long as I thought it would, but that's okay. Have a great weekend. Keep crafting. Do all the things that you love. Take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the ones you love. But above all, be kind to everyone, and we will see you on Monday.